Good morning everybody and welcome to this members only chat stream. You are able to watch as per normal, but if you're not a member you're unable to interact with myself. Not that anybody's going to be here. It's 22 minutes past 7 in the morning. I'm going to be honest with you, I kind of want to pass some time. I want to reflect on yesterday. I'm actually able to speak a bit louder because without wanting to explain myself, but I'm living in a house share at the end of the day, and I couldn't make too much noise last night. I was half asleep as well, and I just want to say thank you to Dread, Semi Sweet Potato, Harbour Boy, Karma Baby, and I'm sure I'm missing someone. I've completely forgotten who, for joining me last night covering the games. Have I forgotten? It was Harbour Boy, Dread, Semi Sweet Potato. Oh, Paulie. Just want to say thanks to those guys for essentially joining me last night. So yeah, yesterday it's coming down to tonight's game. Tottenham, really, let's be honest here. Lots and lots of the rivals have got either Kane, Son, Reguilon, all three, a combination of the two. I have Harry Kane. I forgot about the Arsenal game. Obviously, there are going to be a few people with the likes of Smith Rowe, Saka playing tonight. I'm in the position where Smith Rowe's coming on for Reece James. So it's going to be, again, it's very interesting to see if any of the FPL assets come through, because as Paulie agreed with me yesterday, none of the popular FPL assets really did anything apart from you-know-who, Salah. Fortunate people like myself, Dread, to name two, that had some differentials, i.e. in my case, Diaz coming through with a goal. Dread had Mason Mount coming through with a bloody goal and an assist. There is the odd person with Maddison that have him basically FPL mate, but there is the odd person here or there. And last night, if you didn't see the stream last night, which I very much doubt, but if you didn't see it, I made my transfers last night. I just got on with it. I need to get Jota in. He's in. I did Jimenez out for Dennis, and I brought in Jota for Gallagher. Happy with their moves. They were free. I'm happy with it. And I am, amazingly, as it stands right now, I am going to play Dennis ahead of Diaz. Which you know what's going to happen, don't you? Clean sheet for Man City. You just know it. But what did Dredd say last night? And what did Karma Baby say last night? He's in form. Just play him. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play him. Happy days. And Watford seem like they're enjoying themselves. The results may not be going their way, but based on Harbour Boy's reports from the match last night, Watford looked on it. They looked at it. And high praise for Dennis last night. So I'm thinking that just to hell with it, you brought him in. It's free. Nothing beats free. So I'm happy with it. A tiny little differential on some of the rivals. I think I'm then going to have to save my transfers to have, depending on what happens this specific game week, it's then going to be a case of then for game week 17 having 2 free transfers, because with my team right now, players that I'm looking to get rid of, it will be Antonio and Kane and Diaz. So Antonio, Kane and Diaz I'm looking to kind of get rid of. However, I've got to think smart here and go, well, look at their fixtures. It's the busy Christmas run. You need guaranteed start as well. Harry Kane, for me, has to score tonight. He has to score and he has to look confident. He has to look like he's willing to want to get more. If I hear reports that's the case, I can easily keep him. I'm keeping him for Norwich no matter what. But then he's got Brighton and Leicester. Then it's Liverpool. And then it's a nice run of fixtures. So I'm hoping that Kane returns tonight. And there's a small chance it may be captaincy versus Norwich. Could be a small opportunity there for a slight differential captain, because that game against Wolves is not going to be easy, I don't think. I can see Liverpool winning, but it ain't going to be easy. Then again, I said that against Everton, but Dredd was the one that said 5-0. It's going to be easy. Everton are awful, and Dredd was pretty much proven right. Everton were shite. So, yeah, Kane is going to be kept for those, but Antonio is a concern. Drawing last night again. They got Chelsea next. I've got him playing, but it really is a coin toss between who do I play out of Antonio, Dennis and Diaz. Think about that for a decision. Fucking hell. Think about that. But then look at the run they're on after. Burnley can't defend, apart from last night. But they were, to be fair, Wolves in front of goal are terrible. And Traore had that incredible effort that very unfortunate not to go in. Arsenal away, horrible low scoring game. But then Norwich, Southampton, Watford, Crystal Palace, Leeds. It's so fucking annoying. It's so fucking annoying. But again, by all accounts, by Semi-Sweet Potato last night, he did say that Antonio's not looking too bad. But blanking recently, it's been... Well, can anybody guess when he last actually got a return? Anybody? It was against Tottenham in game week 9. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, he's done jack shit. Now you could say, well, look at the opponents. Aston Villa away. 4 goals, he did nothing. And I've always got this rule. I've always got a rule where if a pivotal player to a team doesn't get anything in a high-scoring game for their team, I think to myself, I think I'm going to have to reevaluate this guy. Well, he got nothing in that game. He got nothing in the 3-2 win against Liverpool. So that's 7 goals for West Ham, 0 returns. Man City away, nothing, understandable. But we talked about that game last night. And then Brighton last night had the odd opportunity, but is the European games catching up with them? People called it. They said before the start of the season, keep an eye on West Ham. Once the European games start kicking in, start getting rid. Unfortunately, every West Ham player under the sun's getting points. The only player that isn't is Mr. Popular One, which is Antonio. So for me, he's walking a fine rope, walking a very, very tight line. Diaz, another one where their fixtures are looking fantastic, but they're just conceding those odd goals here or there. Diaz, okay, yes. I mean, ironically, he got a goal last night. He could have had a goal against West Ham, which was just hit the crossbar with that header, or it just went wide. I can't remember now, but either way, he just missed. So actually, he's finding a bit of scoring form, attacking threat, whatever. Albeit last night was by all accounts like a 30-yard screen. I don't know, but yeah, but he's walking a fine line. But their fixtures are hard to ignore. He's a guaranteed starter, so it'd be foolish to get rid of him. And then, yeah, so Kane, Diaz and Antonio, but they're not, as I call, fires at the moment. They're not fires. I'm not panicking. With the upcoming game week, which, like I say, we still haven't finished today's game week. And it's all depending on what happens with the Spurs game. Spurs keep a clean sheet and Son and Kane do jack shit, then people like myself have got problems because a lot of the rivals have got Reguilon. Didn't John Harris bring him in? We'll look at the rivals teams in a minute. Top 4. Brentford, there is small possibility they could get something. I think they've done better away from home than they've done at home. So Tony could be coming through. Buemo could be coming through. Again, substitutes could be coming on for a lot of people. I've already seen a few rivals have got the likes of Buemo and Tony coming on. So that could be a concern. And like I say, with Man United, Arsenal, hardly anybody owns Man United assets. Jason's got Fernandes, so that could be interesting to see what Fernandes could do tonight. And Arsenal, we're relying on the likes of Ramsdale. Well, I'm not, but Ramsdale, Saka, Smith Rowe. Some people may have, like Trigger Lips, Tomiyasu. I don't know if he's playing him or not, but he's certainly got Tomiyasu in his team. But Ben White, these are bench people that have benched them, but they're probably going to be coming on for a substitute appearance for us. Like I've got Smith Rowe coming off the bench. And then really it's straight into Saturday where West Ham, Chelsea, horrible tight game. Newcastle, Burnley, horrible tight game. But if you look at like the popular assets, I think Liverpool have got a very good chance of keeping a clean sheet. A very good chance. I'm going to be definitely putting on Jimenez to score any time because you just fucking know it. But whatever. Watford, Man City. Man City should be winning that comfortably. I mean, they could. 4-5 goals. So Gundogan owners, Foden was on the bench last night. Could he play for City against Watford on Saturday night? Who knows? But certainly Man City have got a good opportunity to score. I don't know why I envisage 4-1. I don't know why. The scoreline is just stuck in my head, 4-1. And that's what I'm probably going to predict. Leeds Brentford, that's a very interesting game from a fantasy football perspective because obviously lots of Rafinha owners, Tony, Buemo, you're all going to be playing them. So that's going to be an interesting one to keep an eye on. Not that any of the games are being shown, annoyingly. Man United, Crystal Palace. I think it's going to be eyes on Sancho. A few people are mentioning Sancho. I saw someone last night. I can't remember who it was. They were talking about maybe bringing in Sancho. I think it's a wait and see. I think that for, is he 9? He's 8.9. He's 8.9 million. We all know the problems Man United have had. He scored 1 goal this season. That's it. And that was the other day against Chelsea, funny enough. Very well taken goal. But certainly it's a wait and see from Sancho. But if he was to score tonight or look threatening, again, Man United, are their fixtures worth looking at? Yes. The answer is yeah. In fact, wow. Looking at that. Crystal Palace, Norwich, Brentford, Brighton, Newcastle, Burnley, Wolves. Fucking hell. They're really good fixtures. So maybe Jason with Fernandes. I'll tell you what, if I'm in Jason's shoes, let's just say for argument's sake tonight, Sancho does something, gets an assist. Let's just say gets an, but Fernandes blanks. Maybe swap Fernandes for Sancho. Jason's got 2 free transfers at the end of the day. He can do whatever the fuck he wants with those 2. But yeah. And by all accounts as well against Chelsea, Fernandes, by all accounts, was kind of like trying to dictate the play. So it's going to be a really interesting watch tonight. But yeah, with Crystal Palace, Norwich, Brentford, Brighton, Sancho's one to watch, certainly. So that's a game for me on Sunday, which I'm very interested in. Spurs, Norwich, already mentioned about the fact that for me, it's going to be another horrible tight game. It would not surprise me if it ended tonight, Tottenham 1, Brentford 0, and then against Norwich, they beat Norwich 1-0. I would not be surprised whatsoever. And you got Aston Villa versus Leicester, which I think should be goals galore. I think that game has got goals in it. Karma Baby was talking about Ollie Watkins, but unfortunately, like he mentioned, for the price of 7.4 or whatever he is, not worth the money. Not worth the money whatsoever, but keep an eye on him. Maddison's another one. He's certainly on my radar. Because my plan could be going to a 3-5-2 possibly, or a 4-5-1 maybe. Thinking aloud here. Now thinking aloud. Having the 4 defenders, the big hitters, and then having the 5-man midfielder, say for argument's sake. You know, moving forward, maybe Maddison, Sancho, Salah, Jota, Cornet, I don't know. And then up front, Kane and Dennis. I really don't know. I mean, could I actually do that? Let me just see if I could do that for argument's sake. So get rid of Antonio. Drop him down to a 4.5, just a pure interest. Davis, just for argument's sake. And then I'd have, I could do it. I could actually do that. I could have a 4-5-1 formation, Kane being the main striker, Dennis as the backup, and then I'd have Maddison and Sancho in there. But again, this is just literally doing this out loud as I'm thinking logically. But those fixtures for Man United look delicious. They look absolutely fantastic. And then we finally end on the game week, on game week 15, Everton versus Arsenal. For me, last chance saloon for Smith Rowe, personally. I see Cy Bellamy, the best. He was thinking of bringing in Saka. So hopefully I'll earn some money through that. But yeah, Cy's thinking of bringing in Saka. And it just moves on to another quick turnaround. We start on Friday, which is for game week 16, where hopefully I'll still have 2 free transfers, hopefully. You got the likes of Spurs away at Brighton for me, Man United away at Norwich, Liverpool at home to Aston Villa, Chelsea at home to Leeds. Oh, beautiful. Man City, Wolves. They're good fixtures for good returns. Really good returns. And it's just straight onto game week 17, where I could have 2 free transfers. And I could be like getting rid of like the likes of, say, Kane. Oh, it's a midweek as well. Oh, brilliant. Midweek fixtures. But they're all spread out. 3 on Tuesday, 4 on Wednesday, 3 on Thursday. I mean, Salah captain. Done. Salah at home to Newcastle. You got Chelsea at home to Everton. You'd like to think there's a clean sheet in that. So yeah, it's all quick turnaround and everything, and really, really going to be very interesting next few weeks, or next couple of game weeks. Bloody hell, John Harris is here. Morning, John. Zane has saying, you're not thinking about Bernardo Silva? Nah, not really feeling it. Not really feeling it at the moment, personally. But what is he, 7.3? Yeah, that's true. Harbour Boy saying the big hitting defenders have been faltering a bit in the last 2 weeks. They aren't essential. I don't. What does James always say? No one's essential. Yeah, no one's essential. So, but I think that certainly I'm just keeping an eye. But I'm happy to keep those 4 for now. Certainly those 3, Cancelo, Reece James and Trent. I'm just happy with it. Another player actually, Guaita, he's another one that I'm kind of thinking I made a fuck up on that. I know for a fact I fucked up on that. I should have, I, without going for anybody that's new around here, they don't have a fucking clue what I did. I did a -8 to turn back a Brentford goalkeeper, and I turned him to Ramsdale. And I don't even want to look at Ramsdale's points since not getting him in and having Guaita in. Absolute massive fuck up there. But, you know, you live and fucking learn, don't you? But he's someone that I'm definitely looking to tempted to get rid of, but it's not a problem. Not a problem whatsoever. Let's just quickly have a look at that Rivals League, actually, because I haven't really looked properly. So we've got... So Lino's still top as it stands. So this is Lino's team. He's got Ramsdale, Buemo tonight. Ramsdale and Buemo tonight playing. Can Ramsdale get the what do we call it, the save points and everything? I think the answer is yes. I have a fear about Ramsey getting a minimum of 4 points tonight. I think they concede, but I think Ramsdale gets high scoring points tonight. I really do. I think it could be one of those where he gets 4 or 5 points even without keeping a clean sheet. That's my fear with Ramsdale. And it's why I'm kind of thinking, do I just bite the fucking bullet? And possibly, I mean, he's 4.9. Fucking hell. Their fixtures: Everton, Southampton. You'd like to think clean sheets in that. West Ham clean sheet, possibly Leeds, Norwich, Wolves, all clean sheets. Fucking hell. They're too good an opportunity. Whereas Guaita, this is a guy that barely gets any save points whatsoever. I can afford him as well. In fact, ironically, I could bring in Ramsdale for my other goalkeeper, Sandergaard, and have 2 playing goalkeepers for argument's sake. And I'd still have 0.2 in the bank if I really wanted to. Fucking hell, but that would be a -4. And do I really want to take a -4 for this? Like I said, upcoming gaming. I don't know. It's a fucking tough one because Crystal Palace aren't keeping a clean sheet against Man United. No fucking chance. -4 for Ramsdale. Fuck. Tough. But yeah, so Lino, as it stands right now, team up on screen. He is, as it stands, 9 points. 9 points clear of... Right, so Jones Boys, or Jones Bloke as he's known on the YouTube chat, 9 points behind. And let's have a look at his team quickly, see if he's got anybody. I see John, you're third now. John's third. We'll get onto your team in a minute. So he's got Livramento coming off the bench. I can see that there. Livramento off the bench. Oh, Tony on for Foden. Fuck. Oh, he had Maddison. I know we covered his team last night. I completely forgot what we discussed. But so he had Maddison, that big differential. Maddison, Jota, Rafinha, those 3 coming through. Or we had Hwang playing. But yeah, Livramento coming on for James, and he's got Tony coming on for Foden. So he's got Tony, and yeah, that's it for tonight. So he's going to be having to be relying on Tony. So then move on to John Harris's team. Oops, wrong screen. So John Harris's team is here. He's now moved up to third. He's having a cracking season. Really, really good season, John is. He's just storming up the leagues. Who's he got tonight? Tony. Fuck's sake. Regulon. Son. Fucking hell. That could be I'll tell you what, John. It's a shame you don't have Smith Rowe instead of Tony. So, but definitely I think you're going to be wanting a clean sheet because of Regulon. He's the differential for you. He's a differential for you, Regulon, tonight in this top 3 so far. Gets a clean sheet, you're laughing. I mean, you're only 44. You're 11 points behind Lino. And Lino, as I stated, has got Buemo So it's Buemo versus Regulon in your little battle. Fucking hell, mate. Regulon could turn it for you. And Son. You could be top tonight, John. You could be fucking top tonight. Oh, fucking hell, mate. Yeah. You could be fucking top tonight. Nice one. Very, very good. And then we then move on to 4th spot, which is George Bailey. Someone that's come back. So this is George's team. Who's he got? Buemo coming on for James. And he's got Ramsdale. So 2 different players in 2 different matches. Oh, Tony. John, you've got a fascinating battle going on here because you're going to be desperate for that clean sheet. And I think you could get it. If I'm honest with you, I think you could get it. George is only 4 points behind you. By default, you stay ahead of him. By default, you stay ahead of him with the amount of players that you've got. And yeah, wow. I see semi-sweet potato. Fucking hell, mate. 931 points. Joint 7th. 51 points. And you're only 9 points behind George in 4th. And you've got Ramsdale and Tony and Kane. God, I said tonight's game is going to be crucial for the movers and shakers in the mini league, and it's proven to be right. So I would say that we're pretty much, depending if the game gets cancelled, which is very unlikely, then basically it looks like it's all down to this Tottenham game. Yeah, come on Regulon, or Reggie as John's saying. Gabriel De Rock, I need a Spurs clean sheet tonight. Sun return would be nice. It's a good chance. Armand Dillon saying I've done a -4. SA and Foden out for Jota and De Gea. Oh, Sarr. SA. Brilliant moves. Excellent moves. De Gea, how much is De Gea just of interest? 5 million? I saw you were debating him on Discord yesterday. Oh man. 5 million. And with that run of fixtures as well. Mate. Since game week 10, 6-2, 6-3, 6. Is this the pattern that we're going to see? Clean sheet tonight. He gets his save points. He got that penalty save, didn't he? Against Watford. Could be a fucking stealer there, our man. Could be an absolute fucking steal. I think it's a toss-up between Ramsdale and De Gea. I think fixtures just about swing it for De Gea. Just. Because Ramsdale can get those save points. I mean, so can De Gea, I know. But I don't know why I just think Ramsdale... I think Arsenal probably let more shots on. Probably. I'm probably speaking absolute fucking bollocks, which I usually do, but... You're doing alright today so far. 55 points, our man. You've got Buemo coming on for James. Gilmore... Oh, fucking hell. Jesus. Mate, that's awful. I don't want to highlight this, but I'm going to. Fuck me, when your luck's not in, your luck's not in. I always find that when you're doing not particularly great at the game, everything just seems to go against you. And look at Armand Dillon's team. I know he's just mentioned it. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, John. Look at that. Dennis, 3rd sub, and he won't come on. Billy Gilmore ahead of him. Fuck. In the words of Peter Griffin, that's nasty. Jesus. Fuck that. Saved 2 pens so far, yep. I benched Dennis because he was 50% flagged. Fucking hell, man. Yeah. Denver saying crap. I left Cody as second sub instead of first sub. Tony coming on for James. Fernandez goalkeeper. I think you made the right decision there. I mean, you wouldn't put Cody ahead of Tony, I don't think. Like I say, there's a very good chance. I think Tony scored all his goals away from home. The reality being is that, let's get real here, Tottenham are not exactly great at keeping clean sheets unless it's... I say if it's in the European Relegation League, or whatever it's fucking called, but Conference League, but they concede lots of goals in that. So once again, I'm speaking absolute fucking bollocks. And yeah, I think that without going over it, I think tonight's game is going to be fucking tight. Jason's going to be praying that Son comes through with something because he's got him as captain. And, you know, when I look at the Premier League table away from home, Brentford are 8th. 1-2, drawn 3, lost 1. The last game, the only game they lost away from home in the last 6 was ironically to us when we beat them 3-1. But draw, win, draw. Draw, win, lost, draw. Can Brentford keep up their phenomenal away record? They've scored 9, conceded 8, so very tight games. Tottenham at home, on the other hand, 1-4, drawn 2, and it's the classic thing of barely score at home, but do concede. So this game, based on these basic numbers here, is got 1-0, 1-1 written all over it, if I'm honest. That's what this basic data is showing. You know, you look at Brentford's away results in their 6 fixtures away. 0-0 against Crystal Palace, 1-1 against Aston Villa, 2-0 against Wolves, 2-1 against West Ham, 3-1 lost to Burnley, and then 3-3 against Newcastle. Tottenham at home though, 1-1, lost 1, lost 1. Their 6 games at home, 1-0 against Man City, 1-0 against Watford. They lose 3-0, so get a bit of the battering by Chelsea. Beat Aston Villa 2-1, so a goal in it. Get a battering from Man United 3-0, so 2 3-0s against top 6 sides, and then they beat Leeds 2-1, so a bit of a strange pattern. 3-0 loss followed by a 2-1 win. 3-0 loss followed by a 2-1 win. So maybe that's suggesting maybe 2-1, but we could be here all day debating what fucking the score could be, but it certainly is down to Regulon and various others. The stupid FPL flags, Armand Dillon, would you have put him in anywhere else with that Chelsea fixture? Yeah. I'm looking at a possible -8 Denver is saying to get Sancho and Kane in. Depends on what Kane can or cannot do. I think look at how Kane performs tonight. Just look at Kane tonight. Podner is saying hello, mate. Still have 5 to play. Buemo, Son, Ronaldo, Fernandez, and Kane. Fuck me. Dennis is his first sub. Whew. Fucking hell. 5. It could be very profitable. It could be. Fernandez and Ronaldo moving forward. Keep your eye on the Ronaldo news. Will he be a regular fixture underneath this Rangnick? Who fucking knows? But yeah, very, very, like I say, tonight it's all about the Tottenham game. How does Kane perform? Do they keep a clean sheet? Does Son score tonight? they're the three things that I'm going to be earmarking. I mean, I'm not, unfortunately, I can't watch any of the games, but certainly when I get on the old YouTube highlights tomorrow morning after breakfast. Christ. Oh yeah, that's true. Let's just quickly highlight Podner's team. He's having a bit of a stinker this season. But he had Henderson. He fucking had Henderson in his team, would you believe? Right then, Podner, where are you? I'm never going to find your name here. Not on this bloody screen anyway. You've got to have moved up, surely. You can't be still bottom. That can't be you. Is it you? Yeah. Well, there's Podner's team. Henderson? What the fuck makes you get Henderson? I mean, fair fucking play. You're going to be fucking praying to the gods that one of these guys is benched, but unfortunately they're all starting, or definitely coming off the sub, so unfortunately Dennis is definitely staying on that bench. Jesse Lingard or Donny van der Beek could be useful in the run-up, yeah. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Like I say, tonight is going to be so... It really is, for the top four, a deciding factor. The Tottenham versus Brentford game. It is a fucking deciding factor. Oh, he's got Kane captain, Podner. I've just seen that. You've got no Salah. Fucking hell, man. Shit. Although Henderson kind of like covered that, so to speak. Jesus. Wow. Wow. Yeah, there we have it. A quick member stream. Like I said, I just wanted to quickly look over what's happening in the Rivals League at the moment. I'll just quickly show you. If I can fucking find, I know which league I can go in. It's easier to find that way. Is it that one? Yes. Here's Jason's team for today. Got the Jesus points, 37 points. Like I said, he hasn't touched his team. He's got Manquillo coming on for Walker. Regulon tonight, Son captain. And Fernandez could be a really big evening for Jason, especially if Son gets double-digit haul. Regulon keeps a clean sheet, and Fernandez comes with an attack in return. And at that point, Jason's back on track. You know, let's just say, for argument's sake, if that was to happen. So I'm not going to do the exact maths here, but Son gets, say, 13 points tonight. So he gets 13 points. Regulon gets 6, so that's 19. And Fernandez gets an assist, so that's 5. That's 24 points tonight, which then, depending on... Oh yeah, and of course, you'd add on the other 13 points because he's got him as captain, so that's 24, 34, that's 37 points Jason makes up then. And he breaks the 800 point mark. So he's going to be needing that Sun captaincy to get that double-digit haul. He's going to need it tonight, and I think there's a decent chance of it happening. There is a decent chance of it happening. The Torbay Elite League that I'm looking at here is, I mean, Sai's just stormed it now. He's just shot up the table. I've got a nice battle with his brother, funny enough, Dale. A nice little battle, but I'm gonna expose Dale. Dale isn't playing the game. He's literally doing exactly what the FPL Tips is doing. Not Harry, but the other one. So Dale's cheating. Moo. A lot of ifs and buts. Yeah, I mean, I agree. It is a lot of it's and buts. Anyhow, I'm going to clear off. Thanks for watching. Cheers for getting involved, members, and there's bound to be a stream tomorrow. Hopefully Jason will be back. Me and Jason will be able to do a live stream tomorrow doing a preview for Game Week 15. Hopefully. Anyhow, thanks everybody, and I will see you later.